Listen my people, before you scroll past this one, just slow down for a second. This isn't one of those loud Nollywood gists that start with shouting and end with confusion. This one is quiet, deep, and somehow sneaks up on you when you least expect it. The kind of story that looks simple at first, but the more you listen, the more it starts sounding like your own life. Sonia Uche has always been that one actress who disappears and reappears without warning. No noise. No unnecessary explanations. 1 minute she's active, next minute she's gone, and when she finally comes back, she never comes empty-handed. She always comes with something to say, even if she says it softly. This time, when she showed up again, it wasn't with a movie trailer or a controversy. It was just a post. One post. One picture. One sentence. And somehow, that single sentence started conversations people didn't even know they needed to have. You know how sometimes you read something and it just sits in your chest? Not because it's dramatic, but because it's true. That was exactly what happened here. People stopped scrolling. People reread it. Some people nodded quietly. Some people laughed it off. Some people felt attacked without knowing why. Her message was simple, but dangerous in the way truth usually is. You are loved when you are born. You'll be loved when you die. In between, you have to manage. No sugarcoating. No motivational overpolishing. Just life, raw and straight. At first glance, some people jumped to conclusions. They asked questions nobody invited them to ask. Is she heartbroken? Is she lonely? Is she indirectly talking about her past relationship? Is she shading someone? Nigerians and assumptions, they walk hand in hand. Then the picture entered the chat, and of course, it became another angle for noise. Some people focused more on what she was wearing than what she was saying. Isn't it funny how we sometimes miss the message because we're too busy staring at the packaging? But anyone who has followed Sonia for a while knows this about her. She's not reckless. She's not attention hungry. She's not the type that wakes up and decides to trend for the wrong reasons. Her silence alone has always told us that. People zoomed in, zoomed out, zoomed again, like detectives on a mission. Meanwhile, the real thing worth zooming into was the message staring everyone in the face. Life will love you at the beginning. Life will praise you at the end. But while you're still breathing, you need strength. That's the part nobody prepares you for. The middle. The in-between. The stage where applause is inconsistent, love is conditional, and people are too busy surviving their own lives to carry yours on their head. Some fans got it immediately. You could see it in the comments. People saying the caption touched them. People admitting it spoke to something they couldn't even explain properly. That's how you know a message is real. It doesn't shout. It resonates. Others, of course, still try to twist it. They assume preaching love automatically means lacking love. But that logic has never made sense. Since when did sharing wisdom become a sign of desperation? Sonia Uche is loved, and anyone who truly pays attention knows that. Loved at home. Loved by her mother. Loved by her sisters. Loved in ways many people who scream online every day still wish for. There's a different kind of confidence that comes from being secure in your family. When you're rooted in love from home, you don't run around begging the world to notice you. You move differently. You speak when you want. You disappear when you need peace. That's why her personal life has always remained personal. Even when she was linked to Maurice, many people were shocked she allowed that much visibility. That alone should tell you how guarded she is with her heart. And let's be honest, this is someone who could be in a relationship right now and nobody would know. Some people announce talking stages. Some people announce first dates. Sonia announces peace. So no, this wasn't a woman crying out for love. This was a woman reminding people of something we all pretend not to know. Love exists, yes. But it doesn't always show up the way we expect. You're loved as a baby without doing anything. You're loved in death even when you can't feel it. But while you're alive, you'll have days where nobody checks on you. Days where your phone is quiet. Days where you give more than you receive. That's where managing comes in. Managing expectations. Managing emotions. Managing heartbreak. Managing loneliness. Managing success. Managing failure. Nobody talks enough about that part. Sometimes you'll be surrounded by people and still feel alone. Sometimes you'll be alone and finally feel at peace. Life is funny like that, and that's the part Sonia was pointing at without shouting. She wasn't saying love doesn't exist. She was saying don't let your entire existence depend on how others show it. Because people are inconsistent, distracted, tired, and human. If you don't learn how to love yourself in between, you'll constantly feel cheated. You'll think the world owes you something it never promised to give. That message wasn't sadness. It was survival advice. The kind you wish someone told you earlier, before you took everything personally. And maybe that's why it hit so many people. Because deep down, we've all felt it. That strange space where you know you matter, but you don't always feel valued. Sonia simply put words to that space. Calmly. Gracefully. Without blaming anyone. Without accusing life. She reminded people that being loved doesn't mean life will be soft. It just means you're not alone, even when it feels like you are. And maybe, just maybe, that post wasn't about her at all. Maybe it was about you. About me. About anyone trying to make sense of adulthood, relationships, expectations, and silent battles. So before you assume someone is weak for speaking wisdom, ask yourself why it made you uncomfortable. Sometimes truth feels like an attack when it exposes something unresolved inside us. Sonia didn't beg. She didn't complain. She simply spoke. And those who needed it heard it clearly. Life will love you loudly at the beginning and softly at the end. But while you're here, breathing and trying, you must learn how to hold yourself. And if this message spoke to you even a little, then maybe it wasn't just a post. Maybe it was a reminder you didn't know you needed. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop your thoughts in the comments because I really want to know how that message hit you. And until